happened Friday?
This is a bit unnecessary for a pre-season friendly.
We're playing in a pre-season game, and there's a bit of a scuffle and a melee that happened in the pitch and got settled down, and I decided to sub one of our players, and as we made a substitution, he sort of walked past me, and then
I think a spectator said something.
We heard multiple noises that replicated monkey noises. I turned around and we looked up and we could see it, and some players was like trying to be aggressive and shout at the person, and then I just walked onto the pitch and just said to the referee, no, stop the game.
Don't really expect things like that nowadays, but
I had a responsibility to walk my team off the pitch. Then it's down to the team to decide what they want to do as a unit. They have an ability to go out and play the last 8 minutes of the game, or they have a decision to make and they just say we're not going to play.
Obviously, the gaffer he handled it very well. Actually, he told everyone to get in. Everyone stuck together.
So the referees just signalled that the match has now been abandoned.
I'm really proud of them. They made a collective decision not to play the remaining 7 or 8 minutes, whatever it might have been, and I backed their judgment on that.
Has anything ever happened to you like that before?
Yeah, quite a few times.
Seriously?
Yeah. I'm not shocked, but at the same time, it's not a nice feeling. Do you know what I mean? And there's only so much you can do as well, there and then. So you kind of have to just alert others and let them deal with it the best they can. But it's not my first time. It's happened quite a few times, and what can you do? All we can do is bring attention to it and let them be punished in full view to kind of deter others from doing the same. Yeah.
It's fucking awful.
Yeah, it's happened a few times. Not just in football as well, outside of football. But like I said, there's only so much you can do, especially you can just let them handle it the best they can, like I said.
Sorry, mate.
That's right.
Depressing.
It's alright. It's alright.
Was it an easy decision to just walk off the pitch?
Yeah. And that's why I credit the players as well, because once one person said it, everyone just kind of said, yeah. They thought it was the right thing to do. And even in the changing room, the question came up about going back out, but everyone said, if one person's walking off, then we're all doing it. So that's credit to the boys and the management team. Handled it really well.
Absolutely incredible that in 2025 that we're still talking about players, about people being racially abused in stadiums and in life. The management and the group of players shouldn't underestimate what actually happened on Friday night and what you did. I'm actually embarrassed to say, during my career, about 22 years ago, I witnessed a football player of my team get racially abused throughout the whole match, and none of us walked off the pitch and none of the management took us off the pitch. And when I think of Friday night, it was come sort of like racing back to the forefront of my mind of the fact that basically 20 odd years ago, a group of us did nothing. And it made me enormously proud and overwhelmed to think what you did on Friday night and how it should be. Salford City, you in that room are one of only a few groups of players to ever walk off a football pitch and refuse to finish the end of a match. You don't realise, probably some of you, the magnitude of what you achieved on Friday night in life. To get football in life and actually stand up and what's right in life and do the right thing. So I want to say well done to you all. It's not a congratulatory moment, it's a moment of significant concern. This is still happening. You should definitely be proud of what you've done.
Has that been before?
For me, it happens more outside of football. So like, I've been walking in the street in France, for example, and some drunk man just came to me like, oh, you that's what I'm saying. In a football environment, you kind of just have to let the club deal with it the best they can. Because if you try and take matters into your own hands, you can just...
To be fair, I felt like quite, almost like helpless two going on about?
That's what happened on Friday. The amount of scenarios where you see it happen, and especially with like the York supporter, they obviously have black lads on their team as well.
Yeah.
So it's as
No, but
offensive.
it's just, I don't like it's action. I don't understand it. I don't get it at all. It's the maddest thing ever. In this day and age, like with the amount of education and stuff that, and it's on Sky Sports News all the time. And, you know, with social media now, campaigns, kick it out, all that type of stuff. Like the fact that it's still going on, it's just so sad. You know what I mean? It's mental. You might all start second guessing walking out onto the pitch now. Is this going to happen again?
Yeah.
Like, do I feel totally comfortable about going out to my next match because it might happen again?
I think that's why it's important that the team and like the management and everyone.
Oh no, we are. We're
Exactly,
all
yeah.
100%. As soon as we hear anything like that again, let's go.
Well,
We just walk off the pitch. That's it. See you later.
Like when things kick off in football, like to know that everyone has your back, then you can walk out more proudly or
Yeah, of course,
with less
yeah.
nerves or anything. Like even just a normal game, like if you go out there and make a mistake, you know that people can have your back anyways.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think that is the most important thing, which is really nice to be fair. Like how it was dealt with, everyone together
Everyone
as
was
a collective.
like on board with it.
I don't think you can really do more than that.
This
Really.
was it.
Friday.
If you could say something to that fan, what would you say?
I want to know the
You
thought
know
process
what?
behind it.
He knew he'd done it because he just got off straight away and he was gone.
This thing,
He just scarpered
the
like
thing is, I
straight away.
understand the ban and like he might go into prison or whatever the punishment is, but there's nothing stopping him sitting at home screaming at his TV when something like that happens again, because it eradicates it from stadiums, but it doesn't actually eradicate.
I know what you mean. That's why I want to know the thought process behind it. Like, what is the actual like reasoning?
You're almost in like disbelief. You kind of do feel like helpless if you can't directly impact the situation. I take it personally, it's not nice, but I remember growing up, my dad telling me about how he experienced it, and then I never really thought that I would. But then if I'm experiencing, obviously I've got a daughter who's mixed race as well, so I almost fear for her to experience it as well.
The instruction came to us that we had to use the word alleged within the statement, and the EFL was writing us to keep that word in quite emphatically between the briefings, just that word's coming out. Our players were racially abused, we're going to say they were racially abused, and we don't care about the impact of not including the word alleged, understanding that the police will follow and they'll have their investigations.
Just, we all know there's no place for it, and you hope, you like to think it's gone, but it seems to always, something always seems to come up and happen and surprise you. If that type of thing's happening, there needs to be a stance made, and you know the clubs will do it, and we've done it. Carl and the players did the right thing to walk off.
Can't stress enough, chaps, on the transition, right?
The athlete can be treated with discipline, it can be treated with demand, it can be treated with love, it can be treated with so many multiple purposes because we're here to win. But the human is treated in the most transparent and honest way you can for him and his family.
He did absolutely the right thing. And if that happens again, whilst you're wearing the Salford City badge or any other football club's badge, we would want you to do exactly the same thing again.
The players, they know that people above us really stand alongside us when it comes to really important issues.
I think that togetherness is very important, and it will come in handy throughout the season.